As we all know, we've got two sporting legends who are joining us this evening. One packs a punch and the other teaches us what really is goal setting. But one thing that we do know is that we know them for their sheer brilliance that has propelled them to pinnacle of accomplishments. First up, if I could please invite Sumiit on stage so that you and I will have the distinct honor of inviting these sporting legends here on stage right here for the Indian Gaming Convention 2024. I believe they're all set. The audience is set. Ladies and gentlemen, first up we have the recipient of Padma Vibhushan, Indian boxing legend and Olympic medalist, none other than MC Mary Kom. And we have the ex-captain of Indian national football men's team, recipient of the Padma Shri, Bhaichung Bhutia. Sporting legends ki baat ho rahi hai. Let's have a legendary round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, MC Mary Kom and Bhaichung Bhutia. All right, all right. So in the present, we're about to get to know more about Indian sports future, but let's have insights from the sport icons. And with that, Sumiit, over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Kavya. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been waiting for this session for 2 days. I'm sure we can clap a little louder for them. Fantastic. Ma'am, sir, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being here on the stage. Now, many people have asked me that, you know, you're going to be talking about what your 2 days of Indian Gaming Convention, how are they connected to it? So we are going to show people how you are connected to gaming. But first up, sir, I'll start with you, Mr. Bhutia. You know, the point that I would like to highlight here is we're seeing a lot of growth of esports in India. While one part is that, arey, esports kya hai? Sitting on a console, playing the whole day, kya hai? But I do know that they are also athletes. From one athlete like yourself to other esport athletes, what are some learnings that you have about training from that point of view? Because there is a lot of discipline required. There is a lot of sacrifice required. So I wanted to first get your inputs from your journey. What are some of your learnings that you could share with audience as well as others?
No, I think if you're a footballer, you know, it's not about just being physically fit, but football is all about mind game as well. And the decisions what you make, fraction of second what you get, and the right place, right person, right time to release that ball. It's just a fraction of a second. And I think that's where I think esports, especially with football, you know, we are aware that there's been a lot of esports on football, and there's been FIFA and a lot of things from long time ago. Before esport became so big, I think there was already, you know, football on computers and on the gaming platform. So I think it really helps football, and any kid or any professional footballer that's playing esports, that doing FIFA or any, you know, playing sports on the computer, on mobile, I think it really helps them because, you know, when you're playing esports, you're making those decisions, and it's all about mind game, right decisions, quick decisions. And that really helps you when you're physically playing that sport as well. And you know the situations when on the field because you've been playing that. And I feel that you become much more smarter player. And this comes again with experience from my son. My son is 14-year-old and he does play a lot of you know, sport in his mobile and thing. Sure. And he's a footballer as well. He's in my football academy. And you can see that whenever I go and watch him, you feel that he's got that brains. He's a very smart player. And at that age, when I was 14, I don't think I was as intelligent as him. Right. But I was definitely more hunger than him. I think that hunger is missing at him. But in terms of sharpness and intelligence, I think because playing, you know, mobile gaming, esports, FIFA, I feel that he's quite, you know, fast and intelligent in making those right decisions on the field when he's playing.
Because, very true, sir, because it's not just about any sport, it's not just about the physical activity, it's also about the mind game, the strategies that come about. Ma'am, to you, because one other part is, I mean, like he spoke about taking those instant reflex action to play, and I'm sure you must have had millions of times either to go for the left hook or the right hook or the uppercut. But same point that I was making to him, the training part, what could you give us some nuggets of your training that you feel are important, not just to esports players, but to everybody? Because sports, one is a leveler, Second, it's a great teacher. Whether you win, you lose, you learn something all the time. Even in practice, you are learning. Just walk us through some of the key points that you felt in your early training days that you felt are important to know.
Yeah, obviously, yes. When we are already, in sports, even in my discipline, of course, boxing is reaction.
Yeah.
And maybe football also the same, very similar, that the reaction should be, that much, as fast then, that we can handle everything at the same time. Reaction, that is so much important, so that how we will build, then it's up to us. Training, how much we have paid. There is so many training system like, intensity, slow intensity, high intensity, such kind of training that we have to do, and we have to be very disciplined at the same time. Discipline, and then when we already start our training part, focus. Focus is also mind. Yes, mind game. When you are inside the ring, you have to use your brain. It's a mind. If you're not using your brain, then how you will win the match? How you will fight? There is so many plan. It's going on. The plan, strategy. Then how immediately you have to know your opinion in a second, or maybe after 10 seconds, or within one round. So immediately after that her game, then I can easily beat, in the second round, third round, though.
Yeah.
One-sided. Then I can declare that inside, I'm winning.
But
so,
yeah, that's very important. But ma'am, ek cheez hai, one thing I would like you to just shed more light on, because I personally believe कि sports में there is no failure. हार होती है, जीत होती है. Some days you might be playing on Sunday and you'll win, and then the next coming Friday you could lose. वो होता रहता है.
ये तो game, it's a part of game.
तो वो mentally how do you manage yourself? Because I think that is sports से बड़ा तो वो एक life lesson है. तो आपको first, and then to sir also same question. How do you mentally prepare yourselves कि आज जीत ले, कल हार भी सकते हैं, या आज हार गया तो कल भी जीत सकते हैं?
Obviously, when I was in a tournament that it's not official, like a World Championship or Asian Championship, or maybe games, Commonwealth, Asian, Olympic. So I was so, I feel so bad. I give my best. At the same time, I cannot, that match, that fight, I could not win. Why? Yeah. That is, I was thinking, and the whole night I was not sleeping proper, I cannot relax myself. How could that happen? After all, I trained so much hard, for the past days, preparing so well. After all, that tournament is not even official, not an official tournament also. That is just international invitation, something tournament only. Only a few countries are representing for that tournament. Even then, I lost that match, and immediately, I was thinking that, I think I have some weakness. That weakness immediately I cannot understand. I didn't know, I didn't realize also. And okay, but I cannot stop my training. There are so many athletes, let me tell you. This is my experience. I have seen so many athletes. After they lost the match, they lost the fight. Next day, no training. Bindas. Room se bahar nahi aata hai. No, they are never come and, train in the next day. Wow. But I did. I did 1 hour running. Kaise bhi karke mujhe, I have to win in the next tournament. That was the same tournament I have to win. This is my commitment actually. So that hunger inside, if we have, then definitely kuch na kuch to hoga.
That fire, that hunger should always be there. Sir, your thoughts, same quick.
No, I think being mentally strong is something which only you will develop through experience. That's what I feel. And now when I look back, at my career, I think the biggest failure is, again, as you said, failure nahi bolta, but every loss, it teaches you.
Something.
In fact, my football life, the biggest that really hit me, and it really, I was very, very low during my career, was nothing to do with football. In fact, my biggest low was as a kid in a 7th standard, I failed that year. And I knew that I would have passed. I know that there was a teacher, somehow I didn't want to go detail, but somehow she made me fail in that particular year. So as a young teenager, so those days I think that really hits you because you get embarrassed, you failed a year and your entire community, village, to all your friends, they've all moved one class up and you failed. And you know that I would have easily passed but despite some personal reason I got failed, and that really hit me. Right. And I had to come back after winter vacation and go back to same class where my other classmates had gone to upper class and I was embarrassed to sit with the younger kids. But when you look back now, I think that really taught me and made me more stronger in my football as well. It really helped me. So I think a lot of times failures also teaches you to be strong. I had to face that. It was the most embarrassing moment in my entire life. So after that experience, I think a lot of things became much easier for me in football and anything else. But I think sometimes there will be failures, but you need to accept it. Yes. It does make you embarrassed, but I think it only makes you stronger in future challenges. And I think with
to
sports,
come back stronger.
Yeah, with sports, again, with boxing or football, there's always failures. Success and failure is always there. But it always teaches you from both. Either when you win, you learn. When you lose, you learn. But it gives you that opportunity to look forward.
Absolutely. If I have your permission, I would like to tweak that line that when you win, you learn. When you lose, you learn some more. But definitely so important because sometimes those losses, those setbacks actually put your life on that trajectory.
That's why I feel that, when I started playing professional, it did help me with that experience. Like what Mary said, a lot of players, after they lose, she was saying that they sleep, they get depressed, they're not mentally strong. But if you've experienced that, and with sports, you experience because you're competing in inter-school level, inter-house level, you're competing. Football is all about competing with your own teammates because my striker position is only 1 or 2 players. There are 6 players training to get into your own team. So first you're competing with your teammates to get your position there, and then you have opposition playing that. So every day is all competitions, and sometimes you don't start first 11, sometimes you lose that matches, but it makes you more stronger. So I think that is where, playing sport for any children is very, very important because 100%. It teaches you how to lose and get bounce back. But if you win, it teaches you to be humble and to learn from whatever it is.
So true, sir. So true. Ma'am, one thing I want to talk to you about is focus. Because being an elite athlete, there's got to be 100% focus. Like you said, even if you've lost it, next day you were training still because you were focused on it. Today, some people say it's so much tougher to focus because you've got social media, you've got OTT platforms to divert your attention. Your advice to athletes, to people here, everybody here, how do we maintain the focus?
Because of digital only, no? This life is, make, that's easy. And very in different, that comfort. So somehow at least they enjoy in that way. But when I into just like very peak time, I am that much strong enough. Even from initially and then during that peak time also, the focus is never loose. When I start my training, only inside the training hall, I am not thinking here and there. My mind is not going here and there. Maybe let me tell you that that my son was not well. That experience, it was so much disturbed, distract. My second son is not well. He is about to, doing a surgery very soon, and the timeline is not given yet. And maybe today or tomorrow or any day, it can be happen, But I was so disturbed, so distracted. What to do, I don't know at the same time. Sometimes this is a hard time also. It's very difficult to focus. But I am so lucky. Oh, someone is there, with him to look after and taking care of. And especially doctor is there only. What I am thinking positive way. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I cannot be around. If I am there also, I cannot do anything. What to do? I just stay around, And whatever the doctor advice, I have to follow only. What to give, what to have, accordingly, time to time medicine, this and that happen. Okay, that we all have experience. And even what happened in my experience, that is, I cannot be there, and sometimes my mind is, I cannot focus properly, but I just stay calm. Oh, God, it's you only. It's up to you only. I am training here, my son is there, you protect, you save him. Right. Okay, this is my prayer, and become strong, calm and strong, and I can focus.
Fantastic.
So this is experience, that experience at the same time is quite, horrible for me. I cannot do, even at the same time, what do I do also, that is difficult to decide. Even I cannot go. I'm already selected. I'm already in the team. They not allowed me. Coaches, they are not allowed me to go there.
Yeah, true.
And God is, and that competition, what happened? Focus, training, everything happened. And that tournament competition was, I win a gold. And at the same time, I got a best boxer. This is the experience, and if you have that focus, yes, there will be so many distractions, that side angle, in different angle, no? But don't lose your focus. And of course, if you are strong, there is a will, there is a way. I always think that, will hoga to fir Bhagwan ne kuch na kuch way dikha dega.
So true, fantastic.
That is my belief, and obviously I have that much willpower. Can you imagine? And after all, come back. That is, no one can do, I think, still now. I challenge every woman. Even the other athlete also, those who are in that level, So this is not in a bad way. Seriously, that please take in a good way, positive way. So if you have the will, if Mary Kom can do, why other can't do? Just only think that, and one day, obviously, comeback is also, they will go like anything. Yeah.
Super.
Thank you.
We'll open the floor for questions. But while we just put the hands up, if you can put some lights on in the audience so we can just see if you can questions that you have while we get ready for that. So one last question I have for you before we go to the audience. The learnings that you could say from sports that everyday individuals could take back, maybe 1-2 learnings, because let's be honest, here in this room, maybe there are some athletes, but there are many who would just play sport for recreation, for fitness, for fun. But can anything from sports be learnt by us?
I think sports teaches you way of life. That is the most important learning I think you get playing sport, because it will always make you look forward. Yeah. Because with sports, when you're professional sports or you're playing, in school level, I wouldn't say school level, but any state level or national level or professional level, you're always looking for the next match because you have good game now or a bad game now. You learn from that, but you're always focusing on the next game. So when you have bad and you've had you feel bad about it. And if you have a great game, you've scored hat trick and you've been thinking, you can't be proud and just relax because you'll have to perform on the next game. So I think it's all about looking forward to it because in life as well now, after retirement, there are a lot of things I do apart from football and there are a lot of success, there are a lot of failures. But you keep looking forward to it. Whatever has happened has happened. And in sports, they say, you're always judged by a last match.
Yeah.
So no matter you've done great or you've played bad, you're always judged by the next performance. So you have an opportunity to always look forward. And that's what I think life is. Always look forward.
Fantastic. Any questions? If we can have any hand raised. Yes, ma'am. If you could just stand up, we'll get the mic to you. If you could let us know your name, who the question is for, and your question. We'll just get the mic on also. No, yeah, it's on now.
I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, thank you so much. I feel really glad to, to see the two inspiring sports personality as being a fellow Taekwondo national athlete. And you are the people I really, girls like me look forward to as an inspiration. So can all of us have a great round of applause for these amazing panelists and the learnings that we have learned from them?
Superb.
So, my name is Shri. I'm a developer, software developer, and I work with a blockchain company. But I have been a national Taekwondo athlete in my school days, and I'm also a YouTuber where I teach young girls and women from different sections about martial arts, yoga, and mindfulness because that is what I feel is the good combination. What I feel is it's a really important thing that we should discuss about because. Me being a YouTuber creating content for fitness, martial arts, even Taekwondo. So what I felt is there is a lot of reluctance, especially among women after a certain age gap. They are like, okay, we want to learn, but how? We don't feel confident ourselves. How do we get started? So the question is for Mary ma'am and then so I just want to know your thoughts. How do we encourage women? Even after, a particular age gap, we want to, encourage either learn martial arts, get into sports, do yoga, be mindful about your health. How to overcome that reluctance that women usually have?
Yeah. I'll answer that. I think it'll start with the parents itself first. I'm a parent. I've got 2 daughters and 1 son. And my son and daughter are twins, 14-year, and my younger daughter is 12. And in fact, she's doing a taekwondo, my younger one. My elder daughter is swimming. I think as a parent, you need to encourage kids to play sports. That's very, very important. If they're not going to be professional sports person as well, for life, it teaches you life lessons through sports. And that is where I think each and every individual who are here, I think some are parents, some are going to be parents. I think it's very important that, we always talk about India being being powerful in sports, having, nation doing well in sports, winning Olympic medals. But each and every individual does not really start watching, at least if you're not playing as well, start watching sports during your family time in the evening, during dinner time with the kids. You can start from there. And as a parent, I think it's very important that you should encourage kids to play sport. Any individual sport or a team sport. And I made sure that my kids, they're into boarding school. My first criteria to any boarding school was they need to have good sports infrastructure. That was my criteria. Because we've gone through that. Our parents were not supportive at all in terms of sports. They wanted us to study, and this one. So I think right now, India, our education system is to make sure you go into so much academics. That's why you produce a lot of engineers, doctors, lawyers, bureaucrats. But our education system also needs to change a bit to create more sports person. Because my kids go to school 7 in the morning, by the time they come back 5, they don't have any time to play, just 1 hour. And if you're trying to create world-class athlete, that 12 years onwards, 14, 15, 16, they need to get sufficient time to reach that world standard. And with just 1 hour, just trying to stay fit and try to reach that world standard, I think is not enough. So I think somewhere down the line, individual parents have to start encouraging. And also the system, I think we need to change a bit in terms of education system to let kids more play sports and have more outdoor activities so that its overall education, I think, is very, very important for us in India.
Ma'am, would you also like to add something to that? Because more specifically also for women.
Yeah, we have to support, we have to encourage.
Okay, superb. Thank you. Sir, if you can...
Mary's sons play football. So, in fact, our sons competed with my son in one inter-school. So, they're all very competitive now.
Super, that's good. So, if you can,
Thank
you can stand up, we'll get the mic to you in the front. Can we get the mic here to the front table, please? He's coming from this side. Yeah. Yes, sir. If you could let us know your name and your question, please.
Hi, I'm Deepak Upadhyay from Gaming India. Bhaichung जी, आप फिजिकल फुटबॉल खेलते थे और ये गेमिंग मतलब वर्चुअल गेमिंग की कॉन्फ्रेंस है, तो आप फिजिकल फुटबॉल की वकालत कर रहे हैं, तो ये जो वर्चुअल गेमिंग है ये बच्चों पे कई स्टडीज़ आई हैं, कई बार डिस्कशन हुआ है कि उनको लत लगा रहा है, उनको एडिक्शन दे रहा है, तो हाउ यू सी डिफरेंस बिटवीन दी बोथ?
See, I think it's got plus and minuses to everything. ये हम लोग सोशल मीडिया का बात करता है, इंटरनेट का बात करता है, टेक्नोलॉजी का बात कर रहा है. Everything has got plus and minuses to it. Now, as a parent and as a school teachers, I think we need to guide the kids and the student in the right direction. I think now gaming is getting popular, it's becoming big. In fact, now in all Asian Games we had gaming as one of the sport, and Olympics is going to start with the medal thing in gaming. It's very important that we try and take the positive out of it. As I said, we can't let our kids always be in social media and on gaming platforms, but there has to be some hours where they also need to take a lot of positive from social media, which has got a lot of positive news, negative news, positive side of it. So as a parent and as a teacher or school, I think we need to try and educate the students, kids who are into social media, gaming and all that, to try and take the positive side of it. And now I think gaming industry is going to be next big thing. I think it's going to be second most biggest sport in a couple of years, I feel. Right. Apart from, football, I think this gaming is going to be the biggest, I think, sports that every industry, every country is going to focus and start playing.
Absolutely. If you find the middle path, because learn the best from both the worlds and see what can be done. Anyone here, some other questions? Right. Yes, sir, if you can just stand up, and ma'am, then I'll come to you. So first table, and then we'll come to ma'am there. So yeah, if you...
Hi, this is Vishal from Transcontinental, and my question is to Mary specifically. That first of all, I would like to say that even though you might have lost in one of the recent international opens, but I think everybody would agree with me present in this hall that you are till the day the best boxer we have from India so far, the only 6-time world champion, the unmatched athlete in India, and still playing at this age. So my question to you is it's probably not about the gaming, but it's about boxing more, because I do cover sports. So we have so many good boxers in India now. I mean, we have the current world champion Nikhat Zareen, Lovelina, so many other young talented Pooja, Neha coming up and making us proud, bringing laurels at the championships. But where are we still lacking, in your opinion, that we are not able to produce another Mary Kom, or as per you, you were not so satisfied with the Paris Olympics results. We all are aware, who knows, boxing. If you can just tell about something like...
Madam, Mary ji ko you shouldn't praise so much, because she might come back from her retirement and start
boxing. Of course, all are expecting.
I thought that we would all love to see.
He definitely is expecting, everybody, of course. There's no doubt about it.
Are you coming back from the retirement?
This is a great stage to announce it, ma'am, if you are.
Well, actually, this time the Paris Olympic was very disappointing, obviously. Even... what happened, what I was thinking during the preparation going, then I was really, I feel something inside, what I feel is whether am I right, am I wrong, okay. And let me tell you, I don't know our federation you know, I'm not blaming. They are maybe busy in a different, you know, field, or maybe in a different way. But if I said is, I actually, if they really want me to involve or assist something like that, you know, what I think, okay, those days during the preparation, training going, at least if they invite me, that is more value, no? If I go and see, that is something, you know, just go around and without invitation, what I feel. What I felt was, you know, inside, bad. Oh, no one's invite me. What is happening? What is going? The progress or no progress? This is. So, this time, disappointment was out. All the boxers are saaf karke bhej diya. Was out in the same time. Even the men and the women. Even I cannot digest. You know, so pain. Arey main jata to fir, what I was thinking. Because of the age, so, you know, limit.
Yeah.
I can fight better than I think. The girls are the performing, you know, the performance-wise. I'm still doing my training, still doing my fitness. I'm very much concerned on my fitness. Now, even 1-2 rounds, they can't touch me also. That is the confidence, the spirit. Let me tell you, that they don't have confidence. You can see all the, I think you might see the match also, if I'm not wrong.
Is there age limit in Olympics for boxers?
For boxer, above 40 above.
40 above.
I'm already 42, then I'm still, but that is even I felt, you know, very pain inside. Why this is age limit in boxing only, not other game?
Yeah, true.
So I still had that hunger, you know, at least Olympic goal le aata to country ke liye. That's still lacking, okay? What I have that, you know, in my dream, still that is lacking.
Naya passport banana padega.
You know,
umar kam karke.
Ma'am, if you can,
That's why. But next time,
okay.
No, but let me finish. You know, but next time, if you take me important to me, my suggestion, my advice, my requirement, my need, you know, idea, whatever, we have seen everything. Okay, from here, from there, from the, you know, initially the beginning and the top level. That experience I have. I handle somewhere else, somehow, not zero. Zero se kabhi harungi nahi.
Round of applause. I'm sorry, we're absolutely out of time. I know the conversation would have loved to carry on, but I'm sorry, I can't take this. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for MC Maricom and Bhaichung Bhutia. Kavya, over to you. One last thing. My one-line brief for this session was, don't get punched by her, don't get kicked by him. So I think I managed that. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.